Welcome back, Divine Feminine. We're here to cover your twin flame path as well as your current energy this week. And we are going to get into the context of the title of the read. Now, the first thing I was really seeing is it's going to be what we put out is going to return. Okay. So, sometimes in the context we feel it's not going to. You'll completely understand once we go down the rabbit hole of the context of your read. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm your host, Yildiz from Yildiz Readings. I am a psychic medium as well as a twin flame coach. Now, let's have a look at these cards. Now, your crowning energy really was bringing the storyline to light here. Now, it's funny because the first context I do get, Divine Feminine, is that you are in your head. You're also thinking about the fact of what you want to attract into your life. And it is very much like the laws of attraction. There is a temptation here. Sometimes it can be like, it's something that we want to attract, but B, it's something that we in our own personal mannerisms are actually bringing to the table. There is a seductive element to this energy this week, but I'm definitely feeling as though you are requiring more, I would say more from an individual, more from yourself, more from an individual. And I think if you're playing for keeps and you're playing your cards right, I do think you could swing this situation in your favor. There is a potential, for some of you that there could be some anger of the past. And I feel this is passions. Now, if you have been keeping your chi to yourself and you're pouring it into some projects, I do feel you're having a brand new start, and this is a brand new life. We have the cat in the context of the card. We've got the butterflies. We have this turnaround, and we have this passion. And, for some of you, it could be feeling that you're wanting to get passion back in your life. You're wanting to get your personal power back in your life and to really, put your foot down to the pedal and get things moving in life. As we move forward, there is a maturity, something in your heart coming through that it's more like a level up. It feels like a level up in the context of how you're playing. And I just keep seeing how you're playing the game. But I think it's more in the context of life and the connection. I do feel, especially if there has been any insecurity towards other people in this connection and how you are viewed versus another person, you could be feeling as though time is getting away from you. You also might be feeling, why are you judging yourself based on that? Because I do see that there is a maturity of you in the heart space, and there is a beauty in that maturity. And it doesn't have to be that you're older. It just feels there is a spiritual wisdom that you have attained through this path, and it's taking you to this next level. I do feel, for some of you, it can be that you're viewing in that maybe your counterpart is further behind you. It does appear to be that this person is having an upgrade. It doesn't mean to say that they are behind. We generally do see individuals being on track. Sometimes stagnation can happen in the past. Generally, it's because both parties need to become balanced and they have moved through a heavy ascension cycle. Now, I do feel this person actually, it's almost like a karmic lesson coming. There is a wisdom that is coming through for them. And I do feel their guides are working with them to be the individual that they need to be within their own life and for you as well. You may be wondering if we've got, in the context of scribe, it's funny. It's almost like you're on the fence about don't you get a reading? Do you jump in? Do you turn to a soul support network? Because I'm getting the context that you are pretty grounded in a sense that your guides are saying you are currently handling what is going on. But I feel you're trying to pause. I feel you're trying to wait just a little bit. Now, as we do get through this week, I do feel there can be a few hiccups. And I feel particularly we can start getting that shadow energy, and this is something in the context of this part of the month that you might want to be aware of. Through our ascension symptoms, even if we may feel everything is going to remain the same, we are going to have Mercury moving retrograde, but we're also simultaneously having a new and our full moon, as well as receiving the energy from the pending eclipse. So this can feel like an extra charged month for many of us moving into the following months. We do see here almost a sacrifice that is going to need to be made in some context around the things we love, or a person, place, or thing. And this can be the need to communicate. Okay, so it can be that communication can come through in a myriad of ways. You may feel as though some of those things are put on the back burner so both parties here can proceed forward. And especially for those of you in communication, they're saying get the timing right. If you do need to talk about something, it's fine to talk about it. Secondary, I do feel for some of you, it can be that you are going to hear from this person and they can be going through some major changes. You may not be able to get everything out of them right away, and allow them to actually open up as they please. And I know that sounds terrible, but it's what your guides have asked me to tell you. I feel that if you can take a grounded approach moving forward, again, I'm hearing Little Miss Muffet sat on a tupper. It's more the reference of if you sit and wait, what you desire will come to you. What you put out there, if you feel there's an urgency, it's just going to go in rotation. But intuitively, if you do feel there's something you need to do, jump ahead and do it. But I do feel there's going to be an offering here for the divine feminine, even though there is something that the masculine potentially has hidden in their heart chakra with the outcome card here. I do directly feel as though there can be some surprises, and it does feel as though they do want to offer something that is quite heart-centered. Now, we're going to go through and clarify and build upon this story to see how their feelings are for you this week in the mix. Okay, some anger might have been there because of either cross communication or no communication. Both of you could have felt a draw and a pull towards each other. There also could have been some old subjects to do with past individuals. This could have also been people that they had mixed with. For some of you, it could have been co-workers. You do feel over the years there's been too much interference, and you really do want to get out of Dodge and get into the, why do I have fairyland? It's almost like, get out of the never-ending story and into a more, into reunion. Yeah. I do feel there's something shaking life up on both ends. Although I am still feeling as though reunion is here. In the heart space, we do have that you are facing a lot of shadow of what you've sacrificed. And again, many times when we do hear gurus actually discuss the path and, people that get married in their twin flame path, etc., by the time you reach this point and you have cleared, trust me, it's not for nothing. I do feel there's a choice here for the divine feminine. But I do feel if you can look at it more in the context of what you're wanting to co-create, believing in yourself, you are going to attract it extremely quickly. For some of you, there can be an individual off the path coming back very separate to counterparts. I feel that many of you are going to be quite apprehensive about such. But if life is bringing you to a T-section in the road, I do feel you're going to pick something that's the most authentic to you. But I can tell you that divine masculine is coming through saying he will not let you go. That was so amusing. Literally pulling the clarifier, and they're holding a staff and they're looking up like, yes, I'm going to achieve this. Yes, I'm coming for the divine feminine, and no, I will not allow anyone to come in between us. Quite ironic, really. Now, for those of you that don't know, we do have weekly updates. Updates do come through in the community tab. The videos are opened through such, so you get a notification. And separately, I am going to start adding blogs to do with your twin flame path. If you do need a booking, you can jump online and go to the link directly below, as well as we only have one link now on the main page of YouTube, and that takes you directly through to the website, or you can go to the show notes below. Our Sage Inner Circle Network, for the second round grand opening, offers are open. You can sign up to it so that you can be in the next round offer. And if you do want to come back and see more content next week, make sure to subscribe and follow, and that way you can get the notifications for when the content's out. Otherwise, take care, and I'll see you soon.